Yeah, and the singles changes, and you mentioned that that's sort of based around the changes that have happened to you as a guy in the last sort of 4 or 5 years or whatever. I mean, how would you say you have changed in that period? Because music business wise, that's quite a long time to be away, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've just got a little bit older, and a few people have said, "Oh, your music's all of a sudden sounding more mature." Is that purposely? And I don't think that's just happened very sort of organically. In that, I have become older.
Yeah.
I do now know what sort of artist I want to become and what sort of records I want to be making, and so. Therefore, the music and everything else in my life has just naturally got older. My taste in music has changed from 5 years ago, and so all that is sort of made up what the album is now, I think.
Yeah, you've matured a lot, I guess, obviously. And when you look back on that whole Pop Idol thing 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was, I mean, does that seem like, in a strange way, that it happened to somebody else? Weird thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the whole Pop Idol experience just happened so fast. It was overnight. I hate to use the word fame, but one day I was just somebody who nobody recognised, and then the next day everybody sort of noticed my face, and I think the nature of Pop Idol and how it gripped the nation, that was a big sort of learning curve for me. But the fact that it happened so fast, and I never had the chance to reflect on what had happened and everything, because everything was just moving.
That's the overriding feeling. We've had a couple of those guys from the X Factor in recently. We had Ray Quinn in last week, and we had Ben and G4 came in.
Okay.
Nice guys, all of them, but there's a sense of, I mean this in a nice way, of slight bewilderment about them. They can't quite, it's happened so quickly, and they're in a completely different world to the one that they were in this time last year.
Right.
That must have been the case for you as well.
Yeah, which was one of the reasons why I sort of consciously made the decision to have a bit of a break, just to get a bit of headspace and just now that chapter's over. I want to find myself, and one of the main things I've been working on in the past 2 years is my speech. I've never been able to give interviews. I'm having a stammer. I'm now part of a speech therapy program called the Maguire program. I'm now an instructor on the course, so I teach art control stammers how to speak, which is a real sort of fulfilling thing for me.
Because your speech is fantastic.
Why, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But I have days where I still find it hard. It's certainly not a cure, but it's one of those things. If you're willing to put the work in, then you'll see results.
Right. Okay. Brilliant. The album then, it comes out in July. So what can we expect? You've hinted already that it's, well, we've heard then on Changes that it's quite a different sound for you. Is the whole album like that? Yeah.
Changes is a very good bridging single, in my opinion, from the old stuff into the the new stuff, and it's fair enough, very different from the stuff I've done before, but I don't see it being that different.
Yeah.
So it's a good sort of launch pad into the new stuff. It gets people, an insight into the rest of the album, which is cool. And the album's very similar. As I said before, I've had the luxury of working with some great writers. And, I'm really passionate about it.
And as you, I mean, there was a documentary on a couple of months ago called "Whatever Happened to Gareth Gates," which is weird.
Whatever happened to him? I don't know.
No idea. Well, no, he's sat in front of me, but that must be strange that you're coming back. I mean, this is sort of comeback, obviously, but I mean, it's your second kind of go at it, isn't it? I mean, are you apprehensive about sort of returning, and in a strange kind of way, I suppose you are sort of competing with the old Gareth Gates, if you like. Is that a liberation for you, or does that make you nervous, or a bit of both?
No, I'm very aware that they are, and there will be lots of preconceptions about, Gareth Gates as an artist, and I'd be foolish to think that it wouldn't be like that. And yeah, I mean, it's just I feel I've never been able to show people that I hate saying the real me or the true me, but musically I've never been given that chance.
Oh, yeah.
And speech wise I've never been able to give interviews, so no one's ever been able to sort of relate to my personality or even know my personality, and so that's why I'm looking forward to this sort of new venture.
Great. Well, good luck to you. I'm sure it'll work out for you. The album's got a quirky title. It's called
Pictures of the Other Side.
Pictures of the Other. Yeah. Why is it called that? There's got to be a story there somewhere. I can feel it.
It's, well, very simply, it's one of the tracks on the album.
Right. Simple as that.
Simple as that. And it was the most quickest title, so I thought, let's use that one.
Okay, well, it's a good title, and I'm sure it's going to be a big success for you. And you going out on tour? Have you got
we haven't got any dates as yet. However, yeah, it'll be happening.
I'm sure it'll happen
in the near future.
So the album's out in the summer. You're going to do another song for us now, acoustically, with Giles, is it, on the... yeah, nice one, Giles. Good man. Bit of acoustic stuff. We've heard Changes. So what's the second song you're going to sing for us today?
The next song we're going to play is a song called Angel on My Shoulder. It's a song that I wrote for my mum. And it basically talks about having a figure in your life. It doesn't have to be mum, but anybody, a figure that's always there for you, whatever happens, loves you unconditionally, and they're, even if you did the worst thing, they'll be there to pick up the pieces.
Great.
Yes, it's from my mum. Angel on My Shoulder.
Okay, well, we'll hear that acoustically now, and Gareth, it's lovely to meet you, and thank you very much.
Likewise, thank you for having me.
Good man.
My life was a flashing before my eyes. Second later, I war to realize my heart had crashed and burned in shame. You pulled me from the flames. I took your hand and you held me upon my feet. I confess, but you had forgiven me. There's courage in the truth you said. Our love will never end. You shield me from danger, you're my shelter, you're my hiding place. There's an angel on my shoulder here tonight, making sure that I'm alright. When I'm falling fast, you rescue me, you love unconditionally. And when I'm cold and so alone, like in your arms I feel at home. I pray that you will always be the guardian angel sent for me. My dream comes between us every now and then. I make mistakes, get in trouble time and again. I ain't proud of who I am. When I'm down, you understand. Blinded, you can always seem to show the way. Cause you're the light, you're the reason I'm here today. If you cry, I will cry, so dry your eyes. There's an angel on my shoulder here tonight, making sure that I'm alright. When I'm falling fast, you rescue me, you love unconditionally. When I'm cold and so alone, like in your arms I feel at home. I pray that you will always be the guardian angel sent for me. There's an angel on my shoulder here tonight, making sure that I'm alright. When I'm falling fast, you rescue me, you love unconditionally. And when I'm cold and so alone, like in your arms I feel at home. I pray that you will always be the guardian angel sent for me.
Gareth Gates there. Nice to meet Gareth. Thank you very much for coming in to the studio today. Lovely.